probably no better person or no better company than Exxon to speak on the investment potential of oil and gas projects on a global basis. And the comments last week, I think, ring true. I mean, the reality is that Venezuela is a country that holds great promise and potential. There's obviously significant oil production in the past, pre Chavez and Maduro regime. But the reality is that without a legal environment that promotes the sanctity of contracts and without the safety and security guarantees that are needed to ensure the safety of operating personnel in country, and of course, a transparent financial system, you're going to need to see the transparent flow of funds from investment into project, into revenues ultimately that make their way back to not just the people of Venezuela, but also the investors in those projects. And I think those were really the comments, the driving thoughts behind Darren Wood's comments from Exxon on Friday. Comments on Friday suggest that technical teams could be on the ground within several weeks. Those technical teams would assess, the quality of the infrastructure, the needs, the amount of capital and equipment that would be required to bring the various projects that are currently under production and projects that ultimately would allow them to grow production. We would need to see an assessment of the quality of the projects, and that's what we're talking about. Longer term, though, I think we're talking about within a year's time frame, maybe several 100,000 barrels could be added to the global supply base from Venezuela, operating improvements and low-hanging fruit in the form of logistical upgrades, et cetera. That could add some volume, but longer term is going to, a longer term time frame is going to be required several years, if not decades, to get the industry back to, the 3.5+ million barrels a day of production that we saw pre Hugo Chavez.